And there we go. We are off, heading to the park. Kruger, here we come. There we go. I have just arrived to the park, entered the gates, and it's the same magical feeling every single time. I just love this place so much. I'm obviously very fortunate to be going to a lot of really cool places with my job and, a lot of beautiful private reserves and private luxury lodges and so on. But there is nothing that beats driving around in Kruger National Park by myself, doing my own thing. Honestly, I just love it so, so much. I sometimes get comments from people saying that you have to go to these super luxury lodges to be able to take good photos. And I just want to say to those people that a lot of the stuff that I post on social media are taken while on these self-drive safaris in Kruger, literally staying at budget places. Sometimes I'm camping. This time I am staying in a hut, but still it is a self-drive safari in my own car. There's nothing luxury about it. And I've had some of my most magical sightings here in the Kruger, and I think if you know what you're doing, you can have such amazing sightings here and get some incredible photos. First thing that I check when coming into the park is actually this app that I can 100% recommend. This is not sponsored whatsoever, but it's really, really helpful. It's an app called Latest Sightings, and it's for most of the national parks in South Africa. So very good to download that app if you're doing self-drives, and especially in Kruger, it works so well because you do get a lot of people here on the app. So how it works is that people can report sightings on the app so that you then can check and see where you want to be driving and where things have been seen, which is really, really helpful. So now I was checking and there's been a lot of sightings on the road that I'm just about to take. Most of them are from yesterday, so the chances of the animals still being there is very, very slim. But there is one sighting of a leopard this morning that has a lot of people have seen this leopard in a tree. So hoping, fingers crossed, that it's still there when I get to that area. It is where I'm going anyway, so yeah, let's see. Very exciting if it is still there. So now I've just passed Kukuza, and then I want to drive here, and then I want to take the dirt, and then I had the choice of these two roads, and I'm going to the H12 because I saw on the latest Kruger app that there was lions there just a few hours ago. So we'll see if they're most likely still there because it's really hot and they don't move much during the day. So hoping that they're still there, and then I want to take the dirt down to Lower Selby, and I'll see what the time is when I get around here. If maybe I'll do a detour. I just want to get off the tar. because it is quite busy in the park. It is the last week of school holidays, so I think there's quite a lot of people here still. That means that the roads get quite busy. Also, the dirt is a lot better for photos, and there's less cars, and it's just better. So I'm trying to get off the tar as soon as possible and then spend most of my time on the dirt roads. That's the plan. And eat some biltong. Cheers. Well, there's definitely rain coming. This insane storm is building, and now the wind is picking up, which is one of the biggest signs of rain. Luckily, I'm in a closed vehicle. This is also a great part of self-drive safaris, because if you were in an open vehicle right now at a guided safari, that's not a lot of fun. But also, if this rain comes through and then leaves before the sun sets, I think the sunset is going to be stunning, and I think I can get some really cool photos of animals that with wet fur, or I just get photos of animals in the rain. Honestly, either way, I'm very happy. I think we'll get some cool shots. Okay, so it's pouring down, and as you can see, just opening the window, it gets a bit wet, but it's fine. I've got weather sealed camera equipment, so it's all good. Only found one warthog so far. Oh, let's see, he might cross the road here. But I want something a little bit bigger, like an impala or zebra. Oh, here he is. Damn it. Ah, he's crossed behind me. Oh well. Let me see what else I can find. Here we go. Talk about big. Here's a buffalo walking down the road. This is perfect. Awesome. Hey, buddy. So there's this weird thing that happens when you go from photography being your hobby to being your job. At least that's what I've experienced. When it was my hobby, it was just all about your own photography and your own creative outlet through photos. But when it becomes your job, there's a certain level of pressure of delivering certain things, and for me, teaching wildlife photography, I obviously end up teaching pretty much the same things over and over again, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love what I do. I absolutely love teaching, but you do end up becoming a little bit repetitive, and photography stops being your creative outlet and starts being your job. And that is amazing, and I'm very fortunate to have that. But lately I've been really struggling with the inspiration and creativity when it comes to my photography. So that is why I'm in Kruger this weekend, because I felt like I just need to be in the park, drive around by myself to find that creative spark again. And I am so glad that I did. I think this is exactly what I needed, getting back to photography being my creative outlet and not only my job. Oh, there's a hyena. Hello. Oh, I would love to try to get around her and get her walking down the road. It's always a risk because she could just walk straight into the bush now. No, there she goes. Oh my word. morning, people. It is about 4:52 to be exact, and I've just left the gates, and it is absolutely pouring. I can barely see the road, so I'm just taking it nice and easy in this weather. I doubt that I will see absolutely anything in this weather, because usually when it's pouring down with rain like this, animals just go and hide. To be fair, sometimes rain like this can also surprise you, and you can have the most incredible sightings in it. And I'm only here for a day, so I need to take my chances. It's worth a shot. So the plan this morning, I want to get down into this area because it's a really good area for cheetah and for a lot of other stuff as well. So I want to get down here and down onto the dirt and do this whole thing all the way down. I've had really good luck with several different sightings on this road before. So then I'll get down to Kruger Bridge, and then I want to cut across all the way here and check out this area, and then go up to Afsal for some breakfast because they have amazing roaster cook there, and then gonna go all the way up to Skukuza and then cut across and home. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so far quite a few impala, and I think I've gotten quite cool photos of them in the rain, so very happy about that. Advice for anyone who wants to photograph animals in the rain, and if you want to include the rain in the photo, like you want that to be a part of it and you can see those like rain streaks in the photo, is to slightly up your f-stop a bit, because you want a wider depth of field to include more of the rain, and actually slower your shutter speed a little bit, because that's how you get those streaks of rain in your photo. So actually had to turn around on the road that I wanted to drive because it just started feeling like it was flooding a little bit much. I probably could have gotten through. I've got a big car and everything, but I just didn't want to risk it. It's Craig's car and I don't want to get stuck, and that would be very embarrassing. So yeah, that's thrown a bit of a spanner into the works for this morning. But I'll see. Now I am worried that the other dirt road that I want to take, that goes across from Kruger Bridge to Bergendal, is going to be closed as well, or might be difficult to drive, because that is next to a river, and I know there's a lot of drainage lines that can easily flood. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to drive that road. Plan of action right now is to drive down to Crocodile Bridge, get a coffee, and ask there and see if maybe there's anyone who's come across from Bergendal this morning. Who knows if that road is fine, and also just check if they've closed it or not. If they haven't closed it, then it should be fine. But that's the situation right now. I'll keep you posted. Okay, so I've got my coffee ready to go. I also just chatted to someone who has been driving across the S25 that I'm planning to drive, and they said that it's fine with a Fortuner that I'm driving because it's a big enough car to get across. So hopefully it hasn't flooded more since they drove it, and I'll be able to get across safely, but we'll just see. So I've just driven this road pretty much all the way to the tar. I think I'm like 5 k's from the tar, but this one drainage line did not look good. I didn't want to risk it. Now I've turned around and now I have to drive all the way back to where I started. Not feeling very positive right now. It's been a bit of a stressful morning. Now I've stopped back at Lorisabi, got some breakfast from Mug and Bean. I'm gonna try to make my way up to Skukuza.
I just thought I'd tell you that you're not going to get to Skukuza now. The park's flooded. Like, if that is the rain they've had down there.
I might just go to the reception as well and just ask.
But yeah, it's your only option.
Yeah. Okay, just chatted to Craig on the phone, as you saw, and he told me that the road to Skukuza from here is absolutely inaccessible. He's sending me videos right now. I'll include them here to show you guys. This is crazy. Yeah, absolutely inaccessible. And then I just spoke to reception and they said my only option is going down Kruger Bridge, which is where I were this morning getting coffee. That's a little bit frustrating. I'm going back and forth a lot, but that's my only option getting out at the moment. So unless I want to spend another night in the park, which in one way would be lovely, but I need to get home. Let's go. There we go. I've now just exited the gate here at Kruger Bridge. However, with this rain, I don't think that it's over just yet. We'll see how the roads are and if I can get home. Should take me about an hour and a half to get home now, so that's not too bad. Now at least we're on normal roads, so let's see. Oh, I made it home, people. Oh my word, what a day. It's honestly been quite stressful. If you've made it this long and watched the whole vlog, thank you for staying with me through this kind of chaotic video. I don't know how this is going to turn out. But it shows you a little bit of the reality behind what I do and wildlife photography and how things can change. Obviously, as the rain started getting more and more hectic, I kind of stopped focusing on animals and started focusing on just getting home. And yeah, just really hectic how things can change and how much the rain can affect the roads and so on. It was honestly kind of scary there for a while. I was a little bit nervous about if I would possibly get stuck or anything. But now I'm home. I'm gonna back up all the photos and just chill for the rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching and thanks for all the support on this little channel of mine. I truly appreciate every single one of you and I'll see you in the next one.